Schalke, located in Gelsenkirchen, have a rich football heritage and has produced some of the biggest names in football like Manuel Neuer, Mesut Ozil, Leroy Sané, Sead Kolasinac, and Joel Matip, the latter two both now play in the Premier League as defenders. It is one of Germany's most recognizable clubs, and they have established themselves as a place that can develop and produce talent. Schalke has won the DFB Pokal, the German Cup, as recently as 2011 and has won 7 German league titles, but none since 1958 and none since the modern Bundesliga was formed in 1963. A sore point for supporters, the team won a UEFA Cup in 96-97 and has been in and out of the Europa and Champions Leagues. In the 2000s, the team suffered the 2 most gut-wrenching title collapses, including one that was crazier than Sergio Aguero's last-minute goal in 2012. We will start in the mid-2000s in the 06-07 season, which saw Bayern suffer a dip in form and thus the Bundesliga title being wide open. The 06-07 season saw the rise of a 20-year-old Neuer as the team's first-choice goalkeeper and an 18-year-old Ozil still acting as a part-time starter and a super sub. The team featured 15-goal scorer Kevin Kurjani, Gerald Asamoah, the Altintop twins, Lincoln, and Rafinha, a solid defender. While it isn't an all-star collection of players, Kurjani, Asamoah, Rafinha, and other defender Miladin Krajicic had lots of experience at the international level, and manager Mirko Slomka had them playing a consistent brand of football throughout the 06-07 season. Neuer was establishing himself into a world-class goalkeeper, and him and childhood friend Mesut Ozil, who both grew up in Gelsenkirchen in the Schalke Youth Academy, were set to be the future of the German national team. For now, Neuer was the only one seeing first-team action consistently, and Schalke started off the season struggling to score goals, and at matchday 10 had a 0-goal differential but still found themselves in 4th, only 3 points off the top. They drew Bayern 2-2 and lost 3-0 to VfB Stuttgart, which would be a big result down the road. At the winter pause, which in the Bundesliga takes off about a month of the season from mid-December to mid-January after match week 17, the halfway point, Schalke found their stride and became level on points with Werder Bremen, having put a 26-4 goal ratio in the 7 games following the winter pause. They defeated rivals Borussia Dortmund 3-1 in matchday 16 and had found great form. Matchday 22, they had gone 5 games unbeaten with 4 wins and a draw, increasing their lead at the top of the table to 5 points. From matchday 22 to matchday 32, Schalke would remain top of the table, including securing big wins over title rivals Werder Bremen on matchday 20 and Stuttgart on matchday 26. With 8 games to go, Schalke had a 3-point advantage over Werder and a 7-point advantage over Stuttgart. While they were doing enough to stay top, the problem soon arose. A matchday 27 defeat away to Bayern Munich saw their lead cut to just 2 and 4 over Bremen and Stuttgart. But they regained form and were heading into matchday 31 at the top still with only 4 games remaining. A stunning matchday 31 defeat to 11th place Bochum saw their lead dwindle to just 1 point and 2 points out of 3rd place. Meanwhile, title rival Stuttgart had not lost since matchday 26 and were red hot, making a 7-point gap dwindle to just 1. Matchday 32 saw Schalke, Stuttgart, and Werder all win, meaning with 2 games left, Schalke's destiny was still in their own hands, but just barely. 1 point ahead and level on goal differential, any slip-up could cost them the title. Schalke had a home match against mid-table Arminia Bielefeld in matchday 34, so only 1 hurdle was left to clear for Schalke's first league title since 1958, an away trip to arch-rival Borussia Dortmund and the vaunted Yellow Wall. Dortmund had flirted with relegation most of the year, but were now safe and going into matchday 33, 24 points behind Schalke in the table. With nearly 600 credential media members on hand, this would turn into another Ruhr Derby classic. Dortmund took an early lead and Schalke almost equalized with a free kick from Lincoln, but the title pressure was going, and the game would have been sealed if not for a sensational double save from Manuel Neuer. But at the 86th minute, Schalke's hopes came tumbling down. A defeat left Stuttgart now at the top of the table after they had their own second half comeback in matchday 33, but with Schalke winning matchday 34, Stuttgart needed a win to avoid any potential goal differential tiebreakers going against them, and thus a young Sami Khedira, a future face of the German national team, was there for the title-clinching goal.
Non trova il varco giusto lo Stoccarda, fa girare però il pallone. Da Silva, parte il cross, colpo di testa, rete! Khedira! 2-1! E qui c'è la fotografia di una stagione. Sami Khedira, tedesco d'origine tunisina, scoperto da Armin Fee nelle giovanili dello Stoccarda.
In order to understand Schalke fans' frustrations, however, we must understand the origins of the Matchday 33 curse, if you will. Let's take it back to the 2000-2001 season, where an even better Schalke team led the Bundesliga in goals and defeated rivals Bayern Munich twice on the year. Bundesliga goal-scoring leader Epson led the way with 22 goals and was supplanted by a powerful strike partner in the Belgian Emile Mpenza, as he scored 13 goals on the year. Jörg Bohm provided 10 goals from midfield, and Schalke led the Bundesliga at the winter pause by 2 points. But after a defeat to Hamburg matchday 24, they fell to third behind rivals Dortmund and Bayern, but were only 3 points out of the lead. The very next week was the impressive 3-1 win over Bayern at the old Munich Olympiastadion, and then the unthinkable happened. Both Dortmund and Bayer Leverkusen lost, meaning Schalke had sole possession of first after matchday 29.
Schalke ließ sich davon allerdings nicht beeindrucken. Dieses Spiel zeigte, dass man in dieser Saison zu einer klasse Mannschaft gereift war. Mpenza und Sand, der Ausgleich.
Weiter Ball auf Mpenza. Und dann Ebbe Sand, 48. Minute, 2-1 Schalke. Das Schalker Traumduo. Böhme, wieder Böhme, Sand, Mpenza. Und dann ist Sand da, 76. Minute, das 3-1. Wieder einer dieser Konter. Böhme, Mpenza, Sand.
After 2 wins and a draw, Schalke sat level on points with Bayern in what was becoming a 2-horse title race. But matchday 33 saw Schalke stunningly lose to relegation-threatened Stuttgart 1-0 on a 90th minute winner, and after trailing 1-0 away to Kaiserslautern, Bayern scored a 90th minute winner of their own to go 3 points clear heading into the final matchday. Schalke fans were beginning to sense the title was slipping away. The objective on the final day was clear. Bayern simply needed a draw to win the title, and Schalke needed a win over Unterhaching and a Bayern loss to be crowned champions. In what would be the final game at Schalke's old home ground, the Parkstadion, before they moved into the current Veltins Arena, there was still an outside chance they could send it off celebrating a title.
Böhme, die kriegen ihn nicht weg und dann dieser abgezockte, dieser abgebrühte Gerald Asamoah mit seinem 4. Saisontor. Sind vielleicht 20, 22 Meter. Böhme hinter ihm, Böhme mit links und erneut der Ausgleich. 74. Minute, 3.
Der FC Schalke 04 riss in seinem letzten Heimspiel die Zuschauer noch einmal von den Sitzen. Die Böhmes, Mpenzas und Und plötzlich nach dem letzten Treffer im Parkstadion drang Kunde aus Hamburg nach Gelsenkirchen.
After falling behind 3-2 at home to Unterhaching, Schalke took care of business and won 5-3 at home. Bayern was away to Hamburg in what was a tense 0-0 draw up until the 90th minute when Hamburg did the unthinkable.
Rücken in den Seilen, wie ein angenockter Boxer. Und da ist es passiert! Sergej Barbares, im Moment ist Schalke deutscher Meister. Das ist der Preis für diese Art Fußball. Sergej Barbares in der 89. Minute. Das sind Duplizitäten der Ereignisse. So wie Schalke in der vergangenen Woche vergeigt zu haben schien, so haben es die Bayern zumindest im Moment, und viel Zeit bleibt nicht mehr, ihrerseits getan.
News got back to Gelsenkirchen that Hamburg was leading, and thus proceeded to show the game on the big screen with the fans and players both celebrating like they had won the title on the pitch.
Das muss es sein! Möllermann sehe ich da in Gelb. Sie fallen übereinander her. Unglaublich, der ganze Stress, der Druck, er löst sich auf. Assauer mit Van Kerkhoven, Mölder, Ebbesand, Sie alle, Sie haben es verdient. Und auch Sie, die Fans.
But with 3 minutes remaining and only 1 minute then remaining in stoppage time, Bayern was awarded an indirect free kick in the box after keeper Matthias Schober spaced out for a quick second, a lapse in concentration, which gave them an indirect free kick to decide the title. The irony in this is that Matthias Schober played for Schalke the prior season and was sold to Hamburg in the summer window. Patrick Anderson stepped up with everything on the line, including the Bundesliga title, with a rare indirect free kick.
Elfenberg und Anderson. Anderson, Tor! Der FC Bayern ist Meister! Ich fasse es nicht. Alle auf dem Platz. Und Mahinsfeld jetzt auch auf dem Platz. Das gibt es nicht. Ich habe so etwas noch nicht erlebt. Leute, ich geb's auf. Ich geb's auf.
And blasted it home, giving Bayern Munich the league title by 1 point and prolonging Schalke's wait for the Meisterschale for another season. Still to this day, Schalke has not won a league title in the modern Bundesliga, and after these two close calls, both of which were blown match week 33, the wait continues to go on for Germany's industrial club.